Hopping versus walking, and walking on a ground that's full of electricity, whether it's AC or DC. I don't know how it works. Ask the rabbit, the cat, the horse, the bear. We put on our gloves. We put on mittens. We put on boots. We put on a jacket. We put on a hat. We put something in front of our face. We can put something over our face. The weather. What can they do to the weather? If they make it cold in one area, should they have to make it hot in another area? Or will the cold area cool off the generators that are creating the heat? What will cool the generators that are creating the winter storms? Or what will cool the generators that are creating the summer heat? Is it only water? And should it be a movement of water? If it is a movement of water, wouldn't the steam run off? But if it isn't a movement of water and it was under the ground, wouldn't she come out like a Colorado spring from under the ground? The machines, they sweat, they get hot, they need to be cooled down. Cool down. Hot and cold, Christ, 43. 34, JFK, Barack Obama, 34, 43, J, 10, 16, F06, 66 and 16, 82, the moon, K, 11, 66 and 16, 82, time heaven, the cycle of the moon, okay, but it's in rotation, it's backwards, I don't know why. How would you put that backwards? Instead of going TH, you'd go HT. So I'd have to think about it. Since H would now be first. Instead of being 08, it would now be 62. It would be in control of one who controls the mind. 2 would be B, would be 62. H would be 86. H would be 86. 86 and 62 is 148. Controlling of the spirit of space. The space, the energy that moves everything, the moon. The planetaries, the planets, just this planet. The hot and the cold. I'm thinking JFK, J16, J16F as the second letter. You see, if I would go J, right, as 10, I would now say J100 if I really wanted to, because it's the first letter of 3 letters. F would be 060, which would be 666, and K would be 011 because it's over to the right. So 611 and 666 is 1277, and J is 100. And 66, 1277, 1377, 1453. Ace in the hole. I may have gotten the numbers right because it seemed like it added up to the number of time in the day. 62 is now the queen again from JFK, leading all the way to Barack Obama. So JFK in regular calculations is 10, 6 is 16, 27. I run red. I run creation, 27, 23, F, Aleph. B and O is 17, the queen. They seem to run the same reflection as hot and cold, between two sides, the beginning and the end. The difference between 43 and 34 is a total of 8, just like in pool. Pool actually is a total of 7. This 9 is actually a total of 8. Which is in reality, the difference between 43 and 34 is 9. But the total numbers are 10. 10 becomes 16, plus 9 is 25, plus 8 is 33. Control of whatever you want to call the rotation of 3 and 3, 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. Can we get cold all over the world? How does it work? What has the temperature been like in the last 30 or 40 years when one area compared to the next? Let's do North America as one part. Let's do the Middle East as another part. Let's do Europe as the other part. Let's do Russia and Japan as the other part, and we'll sort of filter it together however the world is broken up. Because the machine has to be right on. If you run your car hot, the motor will heat up. You will blow the pistons. You don't want to blow the machine. So when has the temperature gone wrong? When have things gone wrong? When has the machine gone down? Does that mean it got real hot? The machine is working overtime? Working overtime? All these expressions, working overtime, working 9 to 5. All these expressions are representation of something else through the numbers. Raphael in a short little wake-up video, and I'm dreaming all kinds, except I didn't catch it last night. Didn't get a catch on that one. At 5:55, we are right in the plug. We are coming up very close to April 1st. April 1st, the 91st day of the year. 91 days from the end of the year, if I remember correctly, is September 30th, October 1st. In between the first 91 and the last 91 is 182. Happy 4th of July. Today or tomorrow, 4th of July, March 20th to March 21st, a reflection of the 4th of July. Is it not a solstice for the change between the spring and the winter? Is it not tomorrow? To April, to May, to June 21st, summer. To July, to August, to September 21st, fall. To October, to November, to December, winter. We fall right now on July 4th. July 4th, 7 and 4, Jesus 7 and 4, 47 is time, cycle of the moon. If the flag is up, she's blowing. If the flag is limp and lame, the cyclone is not working. She's down, she's off. But if she's off on one end, she's up on the other, because you can't stop the machine. You can slow her down, but you can't stop the machine. Because what does it take to start her up again? It's almost like saying, let's stop the movement of the oceans. And we don't stop the movement of the oceans. We rise and we fall with the waves. Right, Western Front? Western Front. I know it. I see your cycle. I can really see that cycle. I'm going to get into it if you watch my videos, but I will get into it. I do see your cycle. I just need to put time into it. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. It's back to the floor this morning. Back to the floor.